start with introductions.
Okie dokie, this is Isaiah Sorensen.
Malia Scantlin.
Drew Zimmerman.
And Levi Haskell.
And this is our fourth assignment for Communications, Ethics, and Theories. Today we were talking on Chapter 13, which covered more interpersonal relationships, mostly in families, and how positive or negative emotions can dramatically shift the landscape of a family, how even one thing being off in a relationship can completely capsize everyone else in the relationship, and vice versa. Maybe one good person can positively affect everyone else. The chapter really seemed to dig into just how intricately even the most basic human communications are with our own emotions, opinions, how we view relationships, and how even one cog being off in a system can completely disrupt an entire mechanism of relationships. I believe the main example used was a family where three of the four members of the family were very high-acting, well-seen individuals in society, and one person in the family was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and how that negatively impacted the entire family, even if they didn't realize it.
Okay, and I did the AI once again. I did Copilot, and when I was going through the chapter, I realized that a lot of it was dedicated to that story. So I tried to find, something that I thought the AI could excel with, and I found that I tried to give a reasonable question that I had about me not understanding when in fact I did, but I was trying to let the AI do explaining to me of what I saw the word command, and I understand that the book was the command aspect is sort of the underlying words underneath the communication, not just the settings, but more the things underneath. When you ask for something, you're okay,
The implications of what's being said.
Yeah, and I think it did a really good job of explaining that part. Overall, I feel like I even gained a lot from the examples it gave, and yeah, we can move on with application. I know that one of my friends, his name is Jackson, he's here on campus, and his family's always used to, going everywhere all the time. He rarely has free time, and now that he's separated from his family, he feels like he's always wasting his time, when in fact I have just the same amount of free time and I feel completely fine, and he's in a completely different situation. He feels like he is rotting away. So the change there was very dramatic.
So that's a situation not necessarily where the family dynamic changed, but where the family dynamic completely disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had something similar happen when I went to college the first time, because I am one of 9 kids, soon to be 10 kids.
Wow.
So I go from the oldest of 9 to no one. And I would have 5 hours a day where I would just be staring at a wall, what is the point of existence? Because I'm used to having a million younger siblings wanting my attention, wanting to play games or chores to be done or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting. Not necessarily what the chapter is focusing on, but it is a side branch, if you will, of the same concept.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they're different based on how they grew up. And for example, if someone has divorced parents, they could probably be more of an independent person because they don't have both parents to lean on. And it's hard, if they only have one parent, that one parent can't do everything for them, because they have their own life too. But I know some people, they have divorced parents and they're more of an independent person. But for me, my parents are still together. I mean, they've been married for 23 years maybe.
Awesome.
And I would consider myself more of a dependent person just because of how they raised me, and they did a lot for me. And so I think it's just interesting how different backgrounds and everything, it just it built up to who you are.
Yeah, so maybe in your case of having more stable parents and a more stable relationship, it allowed you to branch out and grow more as a person.
Yeah, at college I don't have them anymore, and I'm kind of I'm getting out of my comfort zone, which is good.
Yeah, meanwhile, maybe someone who, as you said, like had divorced parents, maybe they get to college and it's like nothing new, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on. It's fine, whatever. I'm used to it. Meanwhile, maybe for you, it's like, oh man, like a world of opportunity. I
Yeah,
don't really
freedom.
know what to do with myself now.
Yeah.
I got to figure that out.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, going back to the chapter, the whole thing of different family dynamics and how one thing can affect everything else. My youngest brother can be very stubborn on ideas sometimes, and sometimes when he gets like stuck on something, he's not trying to be rude, but he's just like really stuck on this idea and has a hard time like listening to anyone else, and that makes my brother, who's right under me, the oldest of the boys, really, really mad because he doesn't get the same consequences, the youngest, because he's given more leniency because he just like, he doesn't understand why other people are getting so irritated. And then there's this conflict of, because my mom, or whoever's at the house, it's usually her, isn't treating my youngest brother the same as my other brother, there's this tension between those two. So just like navigating the relationships and dynamics of the entire family then interacts with the individual like relationships between those two. So
Yeah, because maybe now your older brother and the younger brother will have a more tense relationship. Even though the younger brother might not even realize it, that could be negatively affecting it. On the other hand, maybe the chance to get over his more childish biases might help the older brother grow more mature by realizing it's just a little brother, he's in his own little world, it's fine.
Good.
any other thoughts?
I think we're
Yeah,
good.
I think it's good.
I think that's all we have, Pat.